Leadership is influence. So what does influence mean? Influence means a leader will influence the person they're leading, whether it's a family member or a team, to do things that they wouldn't normally do by themselves whilst they are not present. So on today's episode, we're going to dive into the 5 brutal truths about leadership and what that truly means. Next to me, as always, true leaders, Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magane. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's lead these people to some value. The number one truth about leadership is putting your employees ahead of your customers.
I see them as my customers because I need to work with my people on a daily basis. And if I'm going to mistreat them, I'm most likely going to mistreat their clients because I give them the authority to be rude. So I think if you just handle your own employees as if this is a valuable client, and it is.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
Indeed, they are your business.
Yeah.
Number 2, give your team or your employees purposeful work.
So everybody wants to feel important in every role that they do. If you task someone with responsibility and you make them understand and feel that they are a very important part of the growth of the team, you definitely have a machine going there. If everyone understands how important their role is in the team to get the team forward, obviously with a shared goal, because this is also not pointless. It's pointless if not everybody in the team knows exactly what our intention is and where we're trying to go. So if X knows that from them pulling from the left and we have B pulling from the right and together we'll get to the goal, everybody just looks forward to getting it done.
Absolutely. I want to share a nice story that I've heard. So John F. Kennedy promises that by the end of the 60s, they will put a man on the moon. Promises the nation. And a couple of months before Neil Armstrong launches to the very dangerous mission on the moon, he visits NASA, and as he's walking around, he's asking questions, and he's amazed by all this new technology that's developed. And he goes to the bathroom, and on his way out, he speaks to a gentleman that obviously is carrying the bucket with a mop, and he asks him, he's the janitor obviously, he says, "What do you do here?" He says, "Sir, I'm trying to put men on the moon." And that is having an absolute purpose in what he does. He's sold on the vision, he's sold on the journey that they're about to take, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to put a man on the moon. So that's a beautiful story.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Number 3, reducing loneliness in the workplace. So, we've all experienced loneliness throughout the COVID period. A very close family of mine has to work from home, which long term is not very healthy because it makes you anxious the moment you're outside in the world and you are between people. So a leader needs to reduce that. Even leading a team that works from home, collaborating, having Department A give feedback to Department B, even if it's on a Zoom. The true leaders of industry, leading companies with thousands of people on Zoom calls, a trick that I've picked up, what they do is they'll have a Monday morning meeting, team meeting. So a couple of 100 people, or even 2 people, 4 people. So the Monday morning meeting has got nothing to do with work. So we're going to go around the Zoom and we're going to discuss, how was your weekend? How's the family? Tell us a story about the kids. That creates a community, even though you're working from home. Very important, especially in these times. Number 4, bringing more humanity to the workforce. What does that mean?
As you mentioned, with COVID, a hell of a lot of things changed.
Yeah.
And you need to understand and care. And sometimes just try and put, I know you can't, but try and put yourself into that person's position. And we had a discussion earlier today about a new mother with a 3 or 4 month baby that need to go back to the office. Now, first of all, there was COVID, nowhere at home, then suddenly pregnant, then again at home. And what is her emotional state like? And sometimes, like you said, just ask,
Just ask.
how are you?
Yeah.
Truly you and not about work.
Yeah. Number 5, I think the most important one out of all of them. Combined, it's got more value. And that's loving your employees, loving the team that you lead. Sometimes you want to love them to death, but you still love them.
The beautiful thing about how you feel about people in the team is it will always show. It will always show. We all have our love languages. So I would say mine is being very, very, very much serious about someone else's growth. So for me, the love that I can show to my team is if someone is not growing, I find myself getting more frustrated than they are. And the fact that I get frustrated than they are frustrates me even further. Because when we sit and I even ask the question, why am I so serious about your future and it doesn't look like you as serious as I am?
I want to interrupt you there. Yes. That's what makes you a good leader, because you see in people what they don't see in themselves yet.
Yeah.
It's your job as a leader to unlock that difference in potential, because everybody says, yeah, I've got infinite potential. Why are you not working like you do have infinite potential? But you're working like you're an average person. And a good leader just closes that gap and opens the door to show them, listen, you think these are your limits? Open the door. What do you see? It's like nothing. Exactly. There's no limits. Just get out and go for it.
True. And the most uncomfortable question is, we're very happy to speak about where we want to be. But if you ask the question, let's talk about the last hour. How many steps have you taken towards your destination?
Oh, that is an uncomfortable question. I like it.
Yeah.
There we go. That's leadership, because now you're challenging. First, you gain the trust. They trust you because you see the potential a lot further than what they do. And now, once trust is gained, you're allowed to challenge. Beautiful.
People need to buy into the fact that we've got a mentality, the more you do, the more you can do.
Yes, I believe
and
that.
The moment you get your people to buy into that, they're safe.
In the industry that we're in, I think it's much easier because we're grooming young people. You sell them the vision, and obviously a very bright future. Everybody wants to be successful. And the good part is you can prove it here. You can prove it. You can say, listen, this is where you can be. All you need to do is this.
Yes,
Yeah.
There's a roadmap.
Yeah.
That's leadership. Showing them the roadmap, and then obviously challenging to follow the steps that you give them, the direction.
Yeah.
Beautiful. If you guys enjoyed this episode, if you find this content useful, please hit the like button and share it, as well as
Subscribe to our channel.
Remember to ring the bell.
thank you very much for sharing your time with us. Hope you have a beautiful day. Take care and bye-bye.